What is up, guys? This is Vershonc back here with another video. The time to regain your power is now. Now, in today's video, I wanted to talk about how you have to stop worrying about the past and the future, because what made me come up with this video today is that, there's times like today I caught myself worrying about the future, things that didn't even happen yet. And I said, I gotta make a video on this because I know people can relate, so this inspired me. I'm glad, I went through that process this morning of worrying about the future or, things like that, so that, I can come back here and share it with you guys. So I'm gonna tell you why you have to stop worrying about the past and the future. So you gotta understand, your subconscious mind is always awake at all times. It's what's creating everything. It's so powerful. We all have a subconscious programming, right? And what you have to understand is that when you worry about the past and the future, you are using your imagination, whether you believe it or not. You are using visuals inside of your head, inside of your mind. You are using visuals, images. So when you worry about the future, oh my gosh, what if this happens, but this happened in the past? That moment you're doing that, you are putting an image in your mind, and guess what? Your subconscious mind will bring that out into your reality. And that's why I tell you guys, look, focus on the now, because the truth is that now is really what you have. You don't know your future. You don't know what's there for you in the future, and your past is done. There's nothing you can do in the past, from the past now. It's finished. You can't go back. It's a waste of time to go back to the past. So really understand that. And another thing too you have to do is you have to practice with the thoughts that you're placing inside, like the thoughts that you're thinking. You have to monitor what you're thinking about. You really have to pay attention to that, because when the majority of times, right, you are using your imagination, you are using affirmations, you are doing these things, but the problem, you wonder why they don't work, right? I'm going to tell you one of the main reasons why your affirmations are not working or your imagination isn't working. It's because of the fact that unconsciously you are focusing on what you don't want. You do it subconsciously, like you're not even aware of it most of the time. You're worrying about something that's not serving you. I'm serious. Like, that's what's happening. So you got to really start paying attention to yourself. Really focus on yourself. Focus on what you're thinking, okay? Focus on yourself. Stop worrying about the outside. And I know it's not easy, because in the external, right, what you see on the outside, it says otherwise. You got to tell yourself a new story, no matter what. Let's say you are struggling financially, right? Or you are unhealthy or whatever. Tell yourself a new story. Tell yourself, I feel good today. I'm glad I'm making all this money. I'm glad that I'm building a good relationship with my family. Tell yourself a new story, even though it's not shown yet. That's called believing before you see it. You must believe first before you see it. It's not the other way around, which society has taught you. I must see it to believe it. That's false. Always believe first before you see it. Have faith. You gotta believe in the unseen, so that then it becomes seen. I always say this because it's the truth. And this is what it's really about. So it takes discipline, and it takes a lot of patience and practice. Don't beat yourself down just because you're focusing on what you don't want. We're not perfect. We're not here to be perfect. It's a journey. It's a journey for you to keep becoming better and better. Don't beat yourself down, because when you beat yourself down, you're always going to limit yourself. Always say, you know what? Let me try again. It's okay. Let me just keep trying again. Keep going. Even if you mess up, it's okay. So that being said, that's why I tell you guys, don't worry about the past and the future, because you are using your imagination when you're doing that. And we all know your imagination, your visualization, that's the strongest way to target the subconscious mind. That's why most of the times things end up, don't you notice when you worry about the past or the future and you're worrying, then it ends up turning out bad just as you thought? Yeah, that's because you were picturing that in your mind. You were using so much your thought energy into that, and then it came into your reality, because your subconscious mind, it was bringing it brought it out. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Past and future is a waste of time. Don't worry about the focus on right now, because the future, I know it's not easy. Like I said before, it's challenging even for me myself at times. I'm seeing the future and I have to tell myself, look, stop for a second. Don't do it. Stop worrying about that. Focus right now, because when you focus right now, you are putting yourself in a position where you can attract more of what you do want. The only time, right? See, it's okay to use your imagination to see what you do want to happen. Picture what you want to happen instead of what you don't want. That's the only time where you can think about the future. Think about the future. You see, I didn't say worry, I said think. There's a difference. So if you're gonna think about, let me see how I want to build my future, picture what you do want, because then when you do that, watch it will come into your reality. So that's pretty much it, like I said, and I think I covered up everything. So just to remind you, I know it can be challenging, but it takes discipline and practice, and I'm on this journey with you guys to just let you know. I still worry about the past and future at times, but like I said, I came here today because, you know, I kept thinking, lately, it's weird because lately I'm starting to be more conscious of what I'm thinking about. Like, I'm becoming more and more conscious. I thought before I was very conscious of the thoughts that I'm thinking about, but I was conscious of the thoughts that were playing in my mind. But as these days are moving forward, I'm starting to be more and more disciplined and more aware. I'm starting to build that awareness of what I'm thinking about. So that's what motivated me to come up with this video today, to share with you guys, to, you know, don't worry about the past and the future, because I caught myself doing that, like thinking about the future, but I have to remember that it's okay. Focus on the now and watch things work out according to plan. You know, things will work out exactly how it's supposed to. So that being said, I hope everyone has a fantastic, wonderful rest of the day. Keep moving forward. Take care of yourselves. Peace out. I'm out.